It's Infidel, and I'm being forced against my will to do this intro.
I'm totally not gonna edit that out. This is literally the beginning of the podcast. But yeah, what's up, guys? We're in episode 10 of the podcast. Many of you hopefully have already noticed the new icon for the podcast, which is something we said we were gonna do, and finally, it should give people a little bit more of an idea of what the podcast is about. Thanks to Infidel, who provided the wonderful Arma screenshots. He apparently had a stockpile of them sitting on his computer as soon as I asked him for them.
Yep, I'm prepared.
Yeah.
You come to my house for the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, I actually was, I was going to tell you this before we started the podcast, but it's weird because I actually am sitting at my desk right now with 3 different screens in front of me. I feel like I work at NASA or something. Because I have my new laptop, and I told you the story, which is that I unfortunately can't use. I don't have a headset to use with it because it has like one of those multi-purpose jacks. So I'm using my old laptop to record this.
That's why. That's why people drive into trees, and people.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's nice that it still works, and whatever. Hopefully, I don't have to keep this laptop just to do the podcast. That would suck. But yeah. So what's new with you? I know you're playing your little City Life game. What is that about? Did it just come out or something?
The official name first is I've lost my train of thought real quick there. Yes, I'm a terrible person, so professional. The official name of it is City Life RPG 2.
Okay.
That's its website, City Life RPG 2. I think it's actually just City Life RPG.
Is it .com or .net or what?
Yeah, .com.
Okay,
yeah,
you're telling people it's a website and you're not finishing it off.
Well, I'm not sure if that's like something you wanted me to say.
Yeah, no, that's the most important part.
Yeah,
then people put like .net and they'll end up on some obscene site, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, and just a disclaimer: it's an Arma 2 mod, so. Yeah, you're all butthurt now.
Well, I'm not. I mean, I'm not jealous. I've never been jealous of you, Infidel, just so you know.
No, anyone that was interested.
So, what's the story? I mean, did it just come out? Because apparently you've been obsessed.
I just kind of failed at downloading it.
Okay.
And I signed up for it. You got to go through this entire elaborate signing up thing. My English is terrible, and I'm from an English-speaking country.
Well, let's not get into that because we had a discussion about that with Zen the other day about the whole English and stuff. So, I mean, he's probably gonna listen to this podcast, and right now he's probably laughing about it.
Yeah,
and then he'll probably mention it to you next time we play Xbox Live with him and all that fun stuff.
And I'll be in pain. I'm gonna go jump off a building. Anyway. There's this huge elaborate sign-up system, and you guys like agree to this, agree to that. Are you gonna do this? No, okay, you're gonna do that. If you do this, we're gonna send an assassin to your house and kill you.
But you had told me that was just for that's specifically to join a server in it, right?
Yes, there's only one server that runs it.
Oh, okay, that explains it.
The server is extremely secure. You have to have TeamSpeak running, which is also password protected. Every channel in the TeamSpeak is password protected. So your forum name has to be exactly the same as your in-game name, and your in-game name has to be exactly the same as the TeamSpeak name. And if they're not all the same, and you're not all signed up, and all that good stuff, you will be immediately locked out when you try to log into the server.
Now, since that's like the only server that's available right now in the game, I mean, is it like always packed and everything, or?
Yes, there's always 50 plus people in it.
Oh, and you said, I mean, you had sent me a screenshot which I didn't use in the icon for the podcast, but I mean, I asked you if it was like Grand Theft Auto, and you said it basically was, right? Like, what's the purpose of the mod?
The purpose is it's basically just living a life in the video game. Like, you start off with like $600, and you basically move to another country. You move to this random island in the middle of the ocean, and you're starting your life there. And you basically make money, do whatever. You can choose like the lawful path, or like you can go kill people and do drugs.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. I mean, I was like, how accurate is it to real life? Can you actually sell drugs and everything?
You can sell them, use them, buy them.
That's pretty funny. So, I mean, the idea that just popped into my head is it's pretty much like the next generation of The Sims, which has never happened after all these years.
Yes, actually. That's a good way to put it.
I mean, you're actually able to play with other people to start off with, and then I'm sure you could do a lot more than you've ever been able to do to this day in a Sims game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know that because one of my friends is like a huge fan of The Sims, and yeah, it's just never changed, to be honest. I've tried to get into it, but it's just such a boring game. And I think most people that play it are just women because they could design their little houses and stuff. And it's like the easiest way for them to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, never been a fan. Never been a fan.
Yeah, you should go buy Arma 2 and then sign up for this mod.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, I don't know if you might have noticed any, but I actually didn't see, despite the fact that Arma's so popular lately, especially because of the DayZ mod and everything, I didn't see any sales for it on Black Friday or anything.
Yeah, I did actually notice a price drop, but I'm pretty sure it's not related to Black Friday.
Yeah.
The usual price for combined operations, which is normal Arma 2 and then Operation Arrowhead, and you have to have both of those together. So basically, you have to have combined operations to do anything.
Right, which is an expansion pack is what it is, correct?
Yeah, Operation Arrowhead is an expansion to Arma 2, but it's basically a standalone game on its own, if you get what I'm saying. Like, once you have it, you can launch it through itself and do all that.
Right.
You'll basically never have to open up regular Arma 2. Like I was saying, the price that I got it for was $30 a few months ago, and now it's $17 for combined operations.
Oh, okay. So I mean, if they go any less, I mean, they probably would eventually, because I know that right now you could even get games like World of Warcraft. They have like that little battle chest thing, which is like all like it's like the main game and the first 2 expansions or something. And I think right now that sells for like $10 even. So yeah.
It's real cheap for a couple of reasons. One, Arma 2 not Arma 2. Arma 3 is set to come out within 6 months.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
And
number 2,
the DayZ standalone game comes out also within 6 months.
Yeah, that I knew about. Which so I mean, it's not the same developers making the DayZ game, right?
Actually, what do you mean? Like same developers from Bohemia Interactive?
Yeah, I guess, because since you just said Arma 3 comes out in 6 months and so does DayZ, so it's not the same developer, right? Or is it?
The original mod developer of DayZ as a mod is partnered up with Bohemia Interactive, which is the developer of Arma.
Oh, okay.
And they're making the standalone game.
Right, so they're probably under the same studio, but it's different teams and stuff. Okay.
Because
cool.
Because there's a lot of features of Arma 2 that are going to have to go along with DayZ standalone. Otherwise, DayZ isn't going to be like the mod at all. And that's pretty much the point, to make it like the mod.
Well, and it's assumed, especially in this case, that the DayZ standalone game that's coming out is going to be based on the Arma 3 engine and all that, instead of Arma 2, because then that would just be redundant.
Yeah.
But alright, so what, you have any other news to talk about? Because I'm ready to go into my Battlefield 3 stuff, especially since we played it earlier this week.
Excited for that.
Yeah.
Real excited for that. All I have to say to close off my Arma 3 topic is I'm not really looking forward to it, to be honest, because they're changing a lot of stuff that will remove the ability of modding.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to be running on scripts anymore, so it's going to be a lot more difficult to make your own missions and to mod.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully someday, I mean, even if, I'm not even playing Arma 2, but it would be nice for them to explain at some point why they're doing that. Because, I'll tell you one thing, like, I used to play PC games and everything, and it seems to me like Arma 2 definitely is probably the only game, or like on the top of the list of letting you do practically whatever you want with the game. So, I mean, if anything, that's something that they're doing just so more people don't make mods and then end up, becoming super popular and making money off of it out of their game, and then, just like DayZ.
Yeah.
But, who knows? I mean, hopefully they explain it one day, because...
But the thing with that is, if the mod becomes super popular, it induces sales. It causes an increase of sales for the game just because people want to play the mod.
Yeah, that's true as well, definitely. Yeah, that's definitely the case
exactly
with Arma 2.
For DayZ.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go into your
No, well, the big question is, I was going to ask you one last thing about Arma 3. I mean, hopefully there's an answer for this already. Is it just going to be PC only once again, or?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, that was an easy answer then. Okay, so let's go into... we played Battlefield 3 earlier this week, which was fun. I'm not going to lie. I kept saying it during my live stream. I was streaming, of course. It was me and you playing, then Trigger Happy joined us. Mr. Zen joined us. I think those are... Oh, Demolition Man, of course, snuck in there like usual.
I came in after everyone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you showed up fashionably late, Infidel. You like doing that, don't you? And then you leave fashionably early, I guess you could say. But, I mean... I know originally why I stopped playing in the past few months, besides the fact that other games came out. I had stopped playing just because they had broken it after the last patch, but it didn't really bother me when we were playing earlier this week. We were playing a lot of different maps, mostly Armored Kill. Aftermath actually came out this past Tuesday for everyone on the PS3 that has premium, because they have their little 1 week early Crybaby exclusive stuff. But yeah, next Tuesday Aftermath comes out for us, and definitely we'll be talking about that in the next episode. But for right now, let's take a look at some of the quick notes I have here for Battlefield 3. The first thing is the November bonus content. They did some things with Battle Log. They added a bunch of little new platoon soldiers that you could pick, I guess. The reason I wanted to talk about this is, they have new wallpapers, Infidel. Yeah, I bet you're excited for that.
No, I really don't care.
I really don't care. The only reason I saved this article, which will be in the show notes like usual, is at the bottom. I still haven't noticed this because I checked this past Tuesday when I hopped online. Is apparently there's a quote-unquote additional small bonus item waiting for PS3 and Xbox 360 premium members in-game. And it says you have to refer to your in-game premium calendar for more details. And I haven't been able to find anything.
Alright, so that means we're getting even more camouflages.
Oh.
Alright, we're back.
You just ruined it. Alright, you guys aren't going to notice that, but we're basically starting a new recording because I had a quick phone call, which we should have stopped to I guess cut it out. I don't even know what to say anymore. I hate interruptions. But anyway, so yeah, there's a little additional bonus thing which I haven't been able to find in the game, and I'm still looking for it, to be honest. Maybe it's like an Easter egg or something and I don't even know it.
It's probably going to disappoint us, like everything else.
Yeah. Well, yeah, considering it's a quote-unquote bonus content and they've clarified that that has nothing to do with the game. Um, initially when I saw that too, I was hoping it was some type of, a free premium theme. Like for the actual Xbox, the dashboard or whatever.
Oh,
so that would be cool.
Yeah,
But,
maybe it's a knife. I mean, yeah, maybe it's our knife back, our regular knife.
A regular knife.
Throwing knife. Maybe it's a tracer. Maybe
bayonets.
Bayonet, yeah.
Now you're just trying to get the hundreds of people that listened to that one episode to listen to this one.
Yeah.
But
people, why you not listening?
Why you not listen? We gotta talk about bayonets all the time for you to listen. But so yeah, the patch also came out on Tuesday, which there was nothing special about it. This patch that came out, well, like usual, it was like almost a 2 GB patch, so that definitely included Aftermath in it. But
oh my God, guess what? It made me realize how good my internet is.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Well, welcome to my internet is what I guess I should say, because you've told me the speed that you supposedly have now, and it's pretty much the same internet I have, and yeah, it's pretty quick.
And
so yeah, that patch was basically focused on PS3 anyway, so there's really nothing to talk about as far as that's concerned. They did a bunch of weapon balances and stuff.
Yeah.
Like usual, I read through it, and I think, we've talked about it in some of the past episodes as far as keeping everything balanced within the actual game, if anything. Among the weapons, like the calibers and all that, and I just really don't... I think they've thrown that out the window at this point. Because they're just going all over the place and adjusting recoil, and they're not considering, like, the size of the bullet that the gun's supposed to shoot. Like, they're just satisfying everyone that complains about something. You know what I mean? So
yeah. I'm going to say one thing about gun balance. We don't need it.
Yeah.
You probably don't know what I mean here. But if there's gun balance, then the game's not fun. If all the guns are the same, then there's no point in having all those guns.
Well, that's exactly what they're doing. Another thing they did is speaking about ruining balancing and everything, I don't know what specific medals they're referring to, but one of the points of the patch note, the title literally says, and then they have a description, but it literally says tweaked hard to get medals. And then they describe that they basically made it easier for everyone to get these medals because apparently people were saying that they were too difficult. I don't know to what extreme they were difficult, but I've never seen a medal that's out of reach or anything. So that's just another thing. Like, I mean, anything, they're catering to the Call of Duty community, which are a bunch of lazy people and they don't care about weapon balancing either. So I don't know what they're doing.
Hey, like me. To be honest, like, I seriously don't think that if all the weapons are like balanced, then it's not a fun game. You need one OP weapon that everyone uses.
Of course not, yeah. And there is weapon balance. I mean, even let's say
wait. Let me put it this way. The weapons will be balanced by making them unbalanced.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say, basically. Like, consider real life. I mean, there's, I guess, millions of different types of weapons, because everyone has their little modification and all that stuff. Let's just say that.
Yeah, and they all kill stuff. It just takes different time.
Right, and then let's say right now in Battlefield 3, you started with a clean slate and say, okay, we're going to make every gun identical to real life. We're going to have, like, military specialists, whatever. I mean, it's still going to be a fun game. Each gun exists because it has its own... pro and con. But if you're gonna make it so that every single gun fires the same, has the same recoil and everything, there's no difference. Like, who cares? No one's gonna care what gun they're using in Battlefield 3 at some point because it's all gonna shoot the same.
Yeah.
Like, now is like they're pushing it to an extreme now, because I know we've talked about it in the past episodes and we weren't really sure, but I mean, every single patch they're reducing recoil, they're increasing recoil. They're changing bullet drop, they're changing damage range, like a bunch of things that, most likely are there initially because they tried to mimic some type of real life scenario or whatever.
So why don't we just, like, start some kind of protest against them to make it exactly the same as it was back in June.
You know what? It's not gonna happen, and I don't think enough people would care. I think there's more people, if anything, that still play Battlefield 3 right now, and either they just don't care, or they're the same ones complaining about all these weapons that are getting balanced. Because that's honestly the truth. Like, I mean, people I play with, even my own platoon members, they complain about guns, and then, oh look, the next patch came out, and lo and behold, they changed that gun now. So it's something like I don't think is ever gonna go back to normal. I wish I knew like the difference from the beginning when the game first came out, like no patch or anything, to now. Like if someone has some type of list of the comparisons of what they've done to each gun, I mean I'm sure it'll balance out, and you'll see right away that probably right now 5 or 6 guns are already the same.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. I loved Battlefield a lot more when I first started playing it.
Yep. I mean that's the thing. I don't know.
Now
I would love to blame EA also, but this is DICE, and they've been part of so many Battlefield games now and everything, and like I don't know if EA is literally like, you know, filling them up with money and they don't care about their games anymore or what's going on, but they're breaking it. You know, this was a true sequel to Battlefield 2. I've always said that, and right now it's going downhill. And I don't know, apparently they're working on Battlefield 4 now and everything, and they're going to have the beta, so we'll see how that goes, because I still have Medal of Honor, and I'm assuming to access that beta you're going to need the disc and everything. So I'll be playing that and giving my commentary about it, as long as there's no NDA, that's for sure. Now, did you see the Aftermath launch trailer that came out on Tuesday, of course? I haven't seen it yet, and I actually have it open here, and I forgot to watch it.
We're so professional.
Yeah, I forgot to watch it completely.
Yeah, we're preparing. I'm supposed to be the guy that analyzes everything.
That's okay, though. You know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to hit this big red YouTube play button, and I will mute the sound, and I'm going to watch it.
Yay, live commentary.
Live commentary. Alright, so we got the EA logo, because they like to ruin every single game. We got the DICE logo, because they're getting bribed by EA. Battlefield 3 Aftermath launch trailer. Okay, same fly-through of all the maps.
Oh, they're changing up everything. Loving it.
Oh, okay, so there's 3 new modified vehicles. This is some new information to me, at least. Of course, they have the versatile and deadly crossbow. Wow, the maps actually look really nice. This specific map is really interesting. And yeah, if you're not watching this on YouTube at this point, you're probably bored out of your mind just listening to us give commentary about the video. Okay, so there's apparently some statue in one of the maps that can fall on enemies. You're just agreeing with me, Infidel?
Yeah, I just hit the play button.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
So I'm way behind you.
It's not a bad launch trailer. I mean, they're showing off a lot in this trailer, more than they've showed off in Armored Kill, that's for sure.
Well, that's a little bird, and
the new scavenger game mode. Okay, this is just gameplay that they're showing from the premium videos, actually. So I guess if you're not even a premium member, you'll be able to watch this trailer and see what was so exclusive about it. Now, the one thing, I think I have mentioned this to you, Infidel, because this is just repeat gameplay that I'm looking at. In the scavenger mode, the one thing I'm hoping for, if anything, if it's not like this initially, they definitely need to release a patch that fixes this as soon as possible. I hope in the scavenger mode, the weapons aren't respawning in the same exact places. I hope they have some type of randomization for it, because then it's just going to be, I mean, it's just going to be a scripted nightmare. Like, people that play that game mode all the time, they're going to run straight for specific guns.
Yeah.
So hopefully they don't do that, and they thought about that. But, you know, like we were just talking about, I don't have my hopes up high for that. And if anything, they'll wait until the next DLC to release a patch to change it.
Yeah, I'm going to point something out about the trailer real quick. in one part of the trailer, there's like a bell tower that, due to the earthquake, is collapsing. Do you think that can kill someone?
I didn't notice the bell tower. I noticed a little smaller, like pillar column type thing falling.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess it is a bell tower. I didn't really notice. I'm assuming it could definitely kill you. Embarrassingly enough, if I've been killed by the massive tower on Caspian border, I'm pretty sure that little stone pillar or whatever can do something to you. Because the first time I got killed by that big tower, I can't believe I'm even repeating this because these are the most embarrassing times of my Battlefield 3 career. So the first time the tower killed me, it literally fell on top of me as I was driving over in that open area in Caspian border in a tank. And all of a sudden my tank blew up and I just see like red and white stripes on my screen because of course it like fell on top of me and that's all I could see. And then the other time is, I'm sure this has happened to other people actually, is once it has fallen, for me at least, this was immediately after it fell. I was driving a tank and, I assumed, okay, I could shoot her or just run into this little part or whatever of the tower and I'll just run over it. It actually immediately killed me. So,
wow.
I don't know if that's something that the collision detection or something like that, and once the tower's down, if you run into it with anything, it'll instantly kill you. But yeah, if that could definitely kill you in those ways, I'm assuming that little bell tower that you're mentioning could definitely do some damage.
I think I have bad news. It does not appear that there are any new weapons besides the crossbow.
Oh, they confirmed that a while ago. That's correct.
Really?
See, what happened was, I guess I didn't mention this in one of the past episodes, or you forgot, or I forgot to mention it altogether, but what happened initially is back when Armored Kill came out, and, they put that little preview at the end or whatever of the next DLC that's going to come out with, the little screenshot of, new assignments, new whatever. It used to say, new weapons, plural. And then about a month later, on the forums, they clarified and updated that image to begin with, and then they clarified it through a forum post that they were in fact not adding any weapons besides a crossbow.
Oh, that is stupid.
And of course, there was an uproar about it, on the internet, all over the place, and people were doing petitions back and forth. But of course, as we see now, they didn't do anything about it, and they're still just adding the crossbow. And it's obviously a huge disappointment because they basically lied to us. If you say in a DLC that came out 2 months ago, that there was going to be weapons added to the DLC, more than one, I'm pretty sure you could do that in that amount of time, considering they've released patches and they're adding little things back and forth. I'm sure they could have added more than a crossbow. Yeah. But you're right, they're not.
I don't want the crossbow.
Yeah, I don't want the crossbow either. That's another story.
I hate that in Black Ops 2. And yes, I play Black Ops 2. Deal with it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Infidel has purchased Black Ops 2.
That's how much Battlefield is making me mad.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm thinking about it now, actually. That whole crossbow, I'm wondering if you'll even show up on the minimap when you use it. You know how, if you shoot and you're near if you're an enemy and you're near the other enemy, if that makes sense, you'll show up on the minimap for him, the little red icon, whatever. I wonder if that happens with the crossbow. Because if it doesn't, I already know I'm going to be frustrated by that thing.
Yeah, I don't really look at the map for enemies.
Oh no, at least in Battlefield 3, I do it a little bit in Halo 4, but definitely Battlefield 3 has been a game that I've abused the minimap. I'm pretty sure if you watch me play, I'll spend 90% of a round staring at the minimap instead of looking at what's actually going on the screen. Yeah, that's just the way I play it. It's just natural to me.
If they're really doing what they're doing and they're stealing from Call of Duty to try and make their game better, the crossbow's probably going to have an explosive tip.
Oh, it does.
Oh, wow.
Infidel, come on. Where's your professionalism? You're not.
Shut up! I didn't do my research. I don't care.
Okay, I'll give you a little rundown real quick. The crossbow is gonna have the crossbow with the standard bolt, and then it'll have the. Let me see, the standard. It's gonna have an explosive tip. These are, by the way, the additional tips you're gonna unlock with the assignments. So basically, the new assignments with this DLC are all for the crossbow. And
Wow.
one of them is to unlock the explosive tip. Then you have a long range tip. And then you have, I want to say there's another one, but if anything, there's those three only. I'm not sure what the last one is, if there is one. I don't have like anything right now to refer to about
A
it.
tip that you shoot that shoots another.
Shoots another tip. It's a tipception.
It's like a
Tip inception.
it's like a relay.
No, I want to say there's definitely another one. I don't think there's just three. I feel like I'm missing one. But anyway, you could find that on the internet. You know, whoever's listening to the podcast right now, you know, do a quick Google search, or if you're playing on the PS3, I'm sure you've already played it, and you'll probably leave us a comment telling us we're idiots. You could blame Infidel though. Don't blame me.
Shut up! I
Because
was
we
forced
don't-
against my will.
Oh, once again, so now you're forced for the intro, and then you're forced for your lack of information on the crossbow.
Yeah, this entire time I've had a gun to my head. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna say something right now. All this time, in 9 episodes of the podcast, we've talked about throwing knives, tracers, night vision, bayonets, all kinds of stuff, but we've never talked about a crossbow.
A skid loader with rockets on it.
Yeah, a skid loader with rockets on it.
And turbo.
And the one thing we don't talk about, they put in the game.
Yeah, I know. I mean, whatever. I don't know what to tell you about that crossbow, man.
Pop-Tarts, Daisy.
Pop-Tarts. They could have at least put Pop-Tarts. I mean, come on. They could have put a dart tip on the crossbow, if anything, that's like a little mini toaster, and it pops out a Pop-Tart and heals you. Come on.
Throwing Pop-Tarts has got a sharpened edge.
But I'll tell you one thing, which, I mean, I want to see your reaction if you'll think this is cool or just another downside to it. But that explosive tip, you could shoot it at little birds and everything, and it'll kill it with one hit.
Okay, that's stupid.
It's in some of the trailers. This guy is literally running around shooting at little birds, and he's getting kills with it. And it says, you know, Expo killed.
I don't agree with that decision.
Yeah.
Unless it's extremely hard to hit something with it, I don't agree.
Oh no, it's quick. Trust me, you're gonna hit it.
It's like one shot with a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
That is just.
Oh right,
stupid.
look, there you go. The crossbow is gonna have this amount of power, mind you, and we're talking about weapon balancing. Yet a 50 cal shooting at a little bird cannot even, you know, get it to, let's say, 30% health.
So basically, it can't get it disabled.
Right. But a crossbow
That
can.
is stupid.
But a crossbow, because mind you, this is it's supposed to be, you know, all like aftermath and all that. So the actual crossbow tip is literally a C4 pack on the tip of the explosive one or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's supposedly, you know, you're shooting one C4 pack at a little bird and it's killing it with one hit.
Well, I guess if you really did throw a C4 pack at a little bird, it would kill it.
Okay, well, and you know what? I'm gonna petition for some explosive tips for the 50 cal, and then maybe you'll be able to destroy a little bird with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Okay, we can stop talking
I'm
about.
done with the arguing.
Well, oh, it's funny because this whole time I'm looking at the last show note for Battlefield 3, which is they did another one of those dog tag challenges. This is the third one, to be exact. And this third one is actually a picture of the troll face, you know, the whole internet sensation thing, but except it's a skull, and it says trolling on it. So I guess that's pretty much what DICE is doing to us right now. So there's a little There's a little Easter egg for all of us.
So true. So true.
They made that dog tag, and they're like, "Ha! People are gonna use this, and they don't realize we're trying to tell them something."
The Back to Battlefield podcast was right all along.
Oh man. Okay, so let's talk about. Well, you're not playing Halo much, are you?
No, not really.
Well, anyway, Halo 4 is what I've been playing a lot lately. I actually told you I was going to play Halo 4 after we finish the podcast right now because it's November 30th and I got to finish my monthly challenge, which is win 117 matchmaking games, which is pretty crazy.
Oh my god, challenges.
It's insane because I feel like I already have like thousands of kills in Halo 4 as well because I've been playing SWAT so much since they added it. And I actually only have like 400 kills. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, you're a terrible person.
Oh, a terrible person.
Yep.
Are you falling asleep, Infidel? Because you said,
Yeah, I'm falling asleep pretty good.
Okay.
I just want to play City Life, man.
Oh, City Life, huh? Oh,
Yeah,
you mean your character is falling asleep then, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah,
So
we're linked. That's part of a government experiment.
I can't.
This is the beginning of the Avatar program.
Oh man, I wish I knew the name of those wires that they like plug into your chest and everything so I could refer to them. Basically, you have a bunch of those connected to you right now, okay?
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I'm ready to close the podcast.
Maybe.
Huh? Maybe, Infidel? I mean, you could
Maybe.
talk. I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, you're done. Well, I'm tired. I guess I'll just say.
Oh yeah, so by the time everyone listens to this, we're also gonna have the new little intro, which hopefully you guys enjoyed because we decided it's just gonna be like the same beat from the intro, but my sexy voice is not gonna be there anymore.
Yeah, so basically, we're telling you about something that happened 50 minutes ago.
No, according to my watch, we're only about 40 minutes in.
Yeah, but there's the time that no one knows was before this because it's technically all together.
Alright, now you just confuse me. Alright, the point is my sexy voice is not there anymore, so hopefully you guys don't miss it. That was Infidel's call. He told me to take out my voice from there. I thought it was pretty funny.
Back to Battlefield.
Yeah, I liked it because just because it was so cheesy. That's why I left it there.
That's
all these
why
episodes.
I hated it.
But that's fine. Hey, we said episode 10 was going to bring changes, so, we have the new icon. We took out my voice. Oh, another thing I want to mention, actually, which was a huge disappointment after we recorded the last episode, is, I'm sure Infidel's going to get another kick out of this. We were talking about the whole internet DJ website known as SoundCloud.com. Yeah. And you could laugh now, Infidel. Because you were so surprised by internet DJs.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so stupid.
Unfortunately, that's not going to work out for us because, for example, when I uploaded episode 9 last time, I go over to SoundCloud and I'm like, okay, I'm going to upload all the episodes and everything because we had told people that we were going to do that. Then I realized, I had no space to do anything. Yet I was apparently accepted into the podcast program. So I contact them on Twitter and they're like, oh yeah, we just added a free pro membership for a year. So I'm like, okay, but a year's I'm going to be using this longer than a year if I'm especially going to be a part of the program. And then if that runs out, I have to pay for it. So as of right now, I'm not going to use that, even though they gave me that free year membership or whatever, because as soon as it runs out, if I don't have the money to pay for that, it's not going to be happening. So there's no SoundCloud for the podcast right now.
Oh my god, SoundCloud, nobody cares. Everyone boycott SoundCloud.
Boycott. Well, yeah, that's a good idea. You would care, Infidel, go on the website, I'm telling you. Whenever you have time and you're not playing Arma 2 or something.
Okay, I think internet DJs is a stupid thing.
Oh, look, maybe in City Life, do they have, computers in the game with internet access, you could go on the browser on there and check out SoundCloud.
Oh, that would be so cool, but there is a nightclub where you can play music and turn on strobe lights.
Okay, so you're basically an internet DJ is what you're trying to tell me.
Basically. It's actually kind of true, because it is a DJ, like, stand.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I got it.
And it's on the internet, and...
But, I mean, I'm
really
disappointed
tired.
by it. Seriously speaking, it's just a letdown because SoundCloud is awesome for what I explained to you in the last podcast, or anyone else that doesn't know about it, is it lets you listen to the actual podcast and you can leave a comment anywhere you want, so it's like super interactive. But yeah, I definitely expected them to accept us into the program and just like, be like, okay, here, you have unlimited space because this is a beta and you're a podcaster and you had to jump through a bunch of hoops to actually apply to the program. But hey, no, we'll give you a free year membership, and then after that you have to pay for it anyway. So I don't know what the point of it was.
I say just take the year membership, and then when it's over, it's over.
Yeah, but then like we're gonna lose everything because the space is gonna be reduced. So it's gonna force me. Not only will those episodes go offline, meaning people won't be able to search for them or listen to them, but the space is reduced so dramatically, like when you have a free account, that I'm basically gonna have to delete all the episodes anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like, you use it until you can't use it, and that'll get us like some kind of like extra people, probably like 2 people that found it on there, and then tell them when it's nearing the end, hey, go to YouTube or go to iTunes for this.
You so smart, Infidel. Okay. We do it your way. We put it on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll have all the episodes on SoundCloud for now. Okay. I got it. Infidel wins. We'll put everything on SoundCloud.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's about it. Like usual, check out the live stream. Infidel's YouTube, I don't know. It should have some activity on there. Let's just pretend it does. I don't know if it does or doesn't.
It does. It's got 2 videos.
Okay. So check out Infidel's channel. That's youtube.com/infidelsworld. You should already know the YouTube channel for the podcast and all that other fun stuff, which is Alec693. Check out the live stream like usual. I'm going to go play Halo 4 now. I think Infidel is going to go play The Sims Next Generation City Life RPG2.com. That's the full name, by the way, guys. But yeah, let's see. We'll try and go for. I don't like giving dates, but
2 weeks from now.
Yeah, maximum. We'll give it about 2 weeks because Aftermath is gonna come out, and we're definitely gonna want to talk about that. Now that we've already talked about the crossbow, and we're so anxious for it.
Yeah,
and
seriously.
we'll definitely give our feedback on Aftermath. So expect us maximum in 2 weeks. And
no minimum.
Thanks for supporting us for these 10 episodes.
10 episodes?
Yeah. It was a big deal when we got to 5, and now we're at 10, so we'll stop bragging about it because apparently with podcasting, once you get to the 5th episode, that means you have a good amount of attention, which is true. We have a good amount, probably like 200-300 people right now that listen in different places, because honestly, I see it every day. We got a couple hundred on YouTube, we got a couple hundred subscribing through the RSS for the podcast, another 100 listening on the website. I don't know if it's the same people. If it is, you guys are awesome. Same exact people listening to it on all 4.
I'm kind of hoping it's not the same people.
Yeah, it's the same people listening to like all these different areas at the same time. So they're like, man, I love Echo. Play. But they're gonna be ashamed not to listen to my voice in the beginning. Oh man.
Oh.
But yeah, that's about it. I really want to go play Halo 4 now. So I don't know if you want to say anything else, Infidel.
No, I'm good.
Okay, well, we'll catch you guys next time for some feedback on Aftermath and whatever good stuff we find to talk about. Alright, see you.
I'm hostage.